Hello and welcome to A Pint of Cthulhu. It is I, Ethan, the Red Toucan, and I am the DM for this adventure. For this adventure, we have Josh playing Addison May, the Tabaxi Fighter. We have Soren J, aka Jay, playing Furby, the Furbolg Druid. We have Captain Hero Man, aka Cap, playing Gertrude, the Hill Dwarf Barbarian. We have Matt playing Donovan Longhop, the Herringgong Rogue. And last but not least, we have Cartman playing Vine E. Jackoff, the Aarakocra Ranger. All right, sit down, have a pint, and enjoy the episode. A word of warning, this podcast is not for kids, so listener discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome back to A Pint of Cthulhu. We have a special guest with us today, the Data Jack from the Echoes of Eshaton podcast.
Second time in a row, it's the Echoes of Eshaton podcast. Eshaton.
Did I say Echelon
yes,
again?
Sir,
Oh my
Are we starting
gosh.
again?
Do you want to?
No, let's leave it in. Let's go for it. Let him correct.
Leave it. Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Great to be here.
So it'll work.
On the draft of Evil One podcast. Really happy to be here for the second time. Oh, sorry, Pint of Cthulhu is what I meant to say. Thank you for the invite.
We had that coming. Yeah. I totally had that coming. 100%. Totally. Oh my god. Yeah. Now I'm embarrassed. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, well, we're going to do a special one today. It's going to be kind of a one-shot, but not really at the same time, because everybody's going to be their same old characters. So basically, the way we're going to start this off is everybody is in your lovable Stonehill Inn, in your now goblin-occupied town of Phandelver. The Jerrys are behind the counter, polishing some glasses. A couple of Jerrys come out. You guys are sitting at tables with some pints of ale. Obviously, the free ale that they give you, because they owe you guys so much. So you guys get free meals and free ale and free lodging, basically. So as you guys are taking down your ale, they bring out some food for you guys. Looks like it's some nice, like roasted duck and stuff. It's actually surprisingly good. It's like gourmet in a way, which is very, very odd for goblins. But you've been nothing but surprised by this group. But as you guys are sitting there, in walks a human. Now, normally, humans around this part would, be a common sight. This used to be a human village. They weren't entirely made up of humans, but mostly human. But he is a human ranger from, I believe, Ranger. I'm so sorry. I'm looking at your character sheet. You pull it up, but it's Gabriel Catgut. So, Gabriel, can you introduce yourself? What your character is about and everything?
Sure. So maybe a little bit more of a lead-in, GM. Am I walking in based on the supposition that I'm coming to give a job, or what's kind of get a little more of a lead-in?
Well, I was kind of thinking about it for a second. But, what I was kind of thinking is tell the audience about Gabriel Catgut just a little bit. Maybe a little bit of backstory that'd be willing to do if you wanted to. And then I'm kind of figure out what kind of job is doing this. For everybody at home, I'm winging this as we do this because Matt wrote us a story, and it took about 2 seconds of him explaining. We already vetoed the entire first page of the story, so I'm winging this as we speak. So this will be a lot of fun. So please, you continue, Data.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sure. So let's see. I'd probably walk in a hurry. Gabriel Catgut is probably in his mid-30s. He's got shoulder-length red hair, and he's got green eyes. He's got a wiry build. He's a little bit broad-shouldered. It's all the time spent drawing and knocking his bow to hunt animals in the near Neverwinter Forest to the east of the large city.
So I would say you were actually given a job, and in a job in a weird way. as in more of you are kind of a virtuous person, as I can kind of see here. I think you are lawful neutral good. So you are kind of neutral good in that aspect. Where as you were coming around in the woods, I wouldn't say hunting because you are a friend of the wildlife there and everything. But you do gather and everything. And if you do hunt, it is purely for necessity, not for trophy or anything like that. You only take what you need and that's it, I would assume. And as you're coming along, out stumbling from the woods is a shriveled old man. I'm not gonna make you role play this one. He is shriveled, but in a weird way, you would expect to see the way his clothes look be on a beggar. Like torn and dirty and everything. But from your years in the woods and being an archer, obviously, you have a keen eye. You can tell it was not like these aren't old, like raggedy clothes. They look like they've just been torn. Like they'd been torn not that long ago. And then as you look at some of the tears, they're covered in scars. He's been like basically like open wounds. I say scars, open wounds, scratches, everything. Like he's been mauled in a way. And you run up to him. You cradle him a little bit because he fell to the ground. And all he says is he points towards the west and says, "The lighthouse. Don't go to the lighthouse." And he dies.
In my arms.
So, yes, in your arms. He dies in your arms right there. You'd say he's probably 70, 80. You surprised someone like this would be even going and doing things that would put them in a scenario where they could be mauled like this, could be in danger. But all he told you was don't go towards the lighthouse.
If it's relevant and it does look like the mark of an animal, I would like to investigate to see what type of animal would have mauled him like this.
Absolutely. Roll an investigation check, actually. Sadly, that is a 4. So I don't know if I told you this, Coop. Sadly, Roll20 does 2 rolls. I don't know why.
It does one. It always rolls for advantage. That's why.
Yes, yeah, we've assessed that. So we always take the one on the left.
That's fine. No worries.
That's what we've always done. So we take the 4. Sadly, I would say even with the 4 though, you see as an animal handler ranger kind of life that you would recognize this if it had been a normal animal. You don't recognize this. You don't know what these are. So that's probably more scary than anything. So.
Right. So I think for some of his last rites, at least being out in nature, I don't put much stock in funerary services. I think they're a bit predatory, or Gabriel Catgut does in the city. So I'd take a small mound of dirt and gently place a little bit, wet it with my finger, and gently place a little mud on his forehead, make a small X.
Simba.
That's perfect. And do you just leave him there?
I have to. It seems very urgent, and I'm definitely not going towards a lighthouse,
okay.
But somebody else should know about this.
So I would say you actually ran to Phandelver, which I would say would be the closest little place to where you were at. You don't normally go to town. I think, as you said in your characteristics, that you're not really a town person. You usually like to be in the woods. So you haven't been in town since the goblins have taken over, as did your little little surprised to see it's entirely inhabited by goblins. But the closest place is Phandelver. So you run there to get people to help you, because these wounds are not like wounds you have seen before that were on this old man. We are back to where you're at, where you burst in. You are in a little bit of a hurry. So I would say with you kind of bursting in a little bit of hurry, and especially just being human, everybody turns towards you. It just kind of stops. The Jerry's behind the counter that were wiping glasses stop. The ones bringing food to the table of the group stop. And everybody just freezes and looks at you. And then the Jerry behind the counter that was cleaning your glass goes, "So, what's the first thing is welcome to Stonehill Inn. Second, what can we do for you? But you look like you're in a hurry. Is there something wrong?"
Yes, a tankard of ale, if you please. Something most pressing happened out inside the woods, and, well, were there not other humans here the last time I visited? You under new management?
We get that a lot. Yeah, most of the town is. You'd be surprised. Apparently the previous inhabitants were really, really bad at dice. Like just horrible gambling addicts. Really shocking. Some of them like just normal people, but you'd be surprised what they'd be willing to bet on dice. Either way, it's a long story. Every single one of them lost their homes to us, goblins. So, yeah. So now we did luck out though. We want to make a safe haven for us goblins. You know, they kind of get a bad light. There's too many of them out there pillaging and all that stuff. So, here we are. But either way, yes, here's your tankard of ale. And so while he was giving that explanation, he did reach behind him with a keg where keg was at, fill it up, and slide it across the counter to you.
I'll plop down I don't have my character sheet open. I'll plop down at least a silver, if that'll cover it, and I'll drain it. And then I'll look around for any other non-goblinoid type creatures. I'm desperately looking for somebody to at least tell this story to about this older man. It's because it seems pressing. It seems like there's something afoul.
Absolutely. As you turn around, you obviously see the group, and I will let. Actually, no, I'll introduce them. Actually, but we have the Harangon. We have Matt. We have Jay as Furby. We have Josh as Addison. Cap as Gertrude, and Cartman as the Aarakocra, which we did introduce before the podcast, because Cartman was not here last time we did this, but he is an Aarakocra bird. So they are the only ones in this town that are not goblins, and they are at the table behind you eating and drinking from the tankards and their plates.
Okay, simple enough. I'll drain my ale, set it down, and I'll walk directly over to him.
Excuse me, not to intrude on your merriment here, but I'm wondering, I need some help out in the Neverwinter Woods. There's something foul afoot.
What seems to be the problem?
Well, I was on my way from Phandelver, adventuring in the woods. I had some things to check up on. There was some small bits of beetroot and mushrooms to gather for the poultice maker in Neverwinter. But I suppose the most important question is, has anybody lost track of an elderly man somewhere in the woods? They're prone to wander off, I suppose, but he was mauled, slashed to death across the stomach and face, blood everywhere. I read him his last rites and left him in the dirt. I figured hurrying here was my next best option to look for some sort of patrol or guard from Neverwinter on the Tribor Trail, but to no avail. I find you all. You're my next best hope.
Gertrude, with a mouthful of some sort of leg of meat, just says to him,
Frightfully sorry, once again.
She swallows deeply. Did old man have money on him?
No, slashed to ribbons, I'm afraid. Not even a pouch or a copper to his name. Nothing but the blood on his face and dirt underneath his fingernails.
Gertrude shrugs and goes back to her meat.
If you're looking for help fighting something, man's murderer or whatever, we're the group to go to for a fight.
Did he tell you anything? Did he say where he was coming from?
Didn't say where or when he was going, but he did mention a lighthouse. Some sort of far lighthouse. That would only be on the Sword Coast, I assume, but I've never even traveled that far west past the city gates. Does anyone know of a lighthouse nearby?
Would any of us know enough about the world to know there's a big old lighthouse?
Yes, GM. What story are you running for us?
Oh, someone's bitter. Someone's a little bit salty.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Shit with him.
Excuse me, well, Donovan doesn't know, but everybody else does.
Yes, actually, Donovan's the only person that doesn't know about the lighthouse.
How could you not know
It's
about
been a
the old
cactus.
lighthouse?
So, the light, obviously, you guys, I don't think you guys would even know, because this is a lighthouse that has been in mystery for a very long time. But it is on the very edge of the Neverwinter Woods, almost in the middle of Neverwinter and, gosh, I wish I had my map still up. There's a location, I think there's down past the mountains, the Sword Mountains, I think. Yes, down towards Lilion. It's right along, no, actually it's north of Neverwinter. I'm looking at a map here. It's near, basically adjacent to Mount Hotnow. So it's not exactly a place that normal people would go.
Would any of us have heard
so
rumors
it's-
or something? So our characters would actually know where to go? Roll
Well,
history.
the only information you guys have is literally the old man. Like he was given a point and direction, and that's literally what you go on. This is not something you guys would know about, is what I'm trying to tell you. This is not a lighthouse that anybody would know it even existed. Like, I think at the very fact, to the point where once Gabriel mentioned lighthouse, and even Gabriel would be very confused. No one even knows there's a lighthouse there.
Okay, cool.
There's probably one in Neverwinter. I would assume it's a port city. But I mean, obviously that's like, it's always manned. It's always there. There's nothing different about it. But this one is just an unknown lighthouse.
Okay.
So.
Well, if there's murderers or rabid animals around here, we should clear them out. The Furby think the town being kept safe is good for us. Which way was old guy traveling?
GM, I stumbled into him. Speaking of meta, would I have seen maybe some of his footprints, seeing where they were coming from, as he ran into me?
So he did stumble out of the woods, and I'm actually looking at this map here, and it's really weird because the Sword Coast is actually, there's not a single tree along the Sword Coast. It's just the Neverwinter Wood. The Neverwinter Wood is like a mile distance from the coast. So I'm kind of screwing this up a lot.
You can make it up.
But I am making it up. There is strangely a very large woods that's actually south of Neverwinter. I said north, but south would make more sense because Phandelver is south, and you ran to Phandelver. Otherwise, you would have ran to Neverwinter. So he ran. I didn't say he ran to he pointed to the west. You were traveling south. And when he was pointing towards the west, he was pointing to where he came from. So he came out of the woods to the west, and it looks like, it's just a straight shot. Where he was pointing, you could even tell metagaming wise, where the footprints were, it just trails off in a direct line, as if he had been, there was no direct path that he was going for. He just knew, I want to get away from here, and so he picked a direction and ran. So wherever he wanted you to go was where you found him, directly west. So I would assume if you want to know where to find it, where you left him would probably be where to start.
Well, I remember where I left the old man. He's probably, hopefully, not been drug away by the wild animals yet. But if we want to try to pick up the trail from where he left off, we should make haste back to where his final resting place is. It's probably a quarter day's march back to the west.
Okay.
I guess we're going to poke an old man.
I have not coin to pay with. This is... I feel duty-bound. Anybody who perishes in the woods, I consider myself somewhat of a guide. I was born in the natural aspects of things, and to not help people to the best of my ability makes me feel sad.
And I'll trail off. The death weighs on me. I would wear it on my sleeve, wear it on my face very, very well. And I'd be willing to talk about my background to anybody over the quarter day's march. I'll keep it brief, GM, if anybody's interested.
I'm totally down for it. What do you guys think? How do you guys feel?
Yeah, sure. Man shouldn't worry too much. Lots of people die around us. Usually bad people, though. Not so sure about old, frail men in forest.
Death is death.
Gertrude also says, no need for money now. We tend to find money in places where we go.
That is true. That's very true.
You said you were from nature? Furby also from forest. Where are you from?
Well, that's why I feel the most deepest connection to it. I was raised in Neverwinter, but never had much interest in the moneylenders and the merchants. I was much more keen to go outside to the Neverwinter woods, not but a half day's march away. With my father, he taught me how to hunt, taught me how to use a bow. I actually, won a competition or two back inside the city, but the coin, it weighed heavy in my pocket. I didn't like how it sat on my waistline, so I gave everything away. And, it wasn't long after. My parents, they owned a small shop where they sold fletching and arrow and quiver services for people who were interested in hunting. They were robbed My parents were beaten, and, well, my father succumbed to his injuries several years later. My mother's still alive, though. I try to take whatever corn I can get, bring it back to Neverwinter to support her. But make no mistake, any of the guild members who would ever be found accused or guilty of attacking other merchant stands in Neverwinter, I'll pay them a visit, and I'll have something to say to them.
So as you trail off on that, you guys kind of come along the hill. I would say this is it's a few days ride, but not very far. It's a big long, trip, but not quite. And surprisingly, even for you all, especially you guys have been traveling all around this area for quite a while at this point, it's very uneventful. You're shocked. You don't have anything run at you. You, for the first time, it seems like, because you're constantly getting attacked by goblins or striggans or anything like that. But no, just pretty uneventful. And I would say at this point is when things start getting very familiar for Gabriel, because you're getting pretty close to where you found the old man, like where the old man came stumbling out. But I'm gonna say what's really odd is as you actually get near there, as you kind of get closer, you can kind of feel it. You know these woods better than anybody, so you know almost exactly where you're at. You know you're coming upon it, and he is right where you left him. It's been several days, because it took probably 2 days to get to Phandelver, took 2 days to get back, so it's been about 4 days. You would expect any kind of decomposition. You would expect anything at all. No, he looks to a T exactly as you left him. There is nothing different about him. The cuts are still there. Actually, what's even weirder is it still looks like the cuts are bleeding, even though it doesn't look like any more blood has come out of them.
DM, I would like to cast Detect Poison and Disease over the body.
Absolutely. Now, does that take a spell slot? Or, okay. Well, you sense nothing. I would have hated to make you do that. I was like, keep your spell slot. Oh no.
Furby's gonna
take
take inspiration from our new friend and cast Detect Magic.
Yes. So, with that, you do sense a dark aura. And I can only really define this as death. Not like death and what we think you you smell death, because obviously you guys are from nature, both of you. I feel really bad about that. So Data, please don't take a spell slot.
It's part of the game.
Go and keep the spell slot. Yeah. But you guys would know the smell of death. You sadly you've outlived several of your friends and nature and everything, so you know what the smell of it is. But this is like a physical embodiment of it. It's as if death was a physical thing that was on someone, like it's a disease, but not a disease. And he's got it all over him. And for some weird way, this is definitely something that Furby would see because he did Detect Magic. But to everyone else that can't see with the Detect Magic or anything like that, it just looks like it's an old man frozen in time, as if he had just died.
Gershie's got a danger sense. Is that going to do any good for her?
Is it dangerous?
Well, I mean, it's not dangerous, so it wouldn't pass to you.
No problem.
I'd say disease, as if it's something that swims over him, as if he's got pestilence or something on him. But it's not it doesn't pass from person to person. So I guess it wouldn't affect you because you're not in immediate danger by it.
Okay.
So.
This guy's extra dead. Did we ever finish off that necromancer we fought?
I was about to say, it does smell quite similar. Is it something that we potentially fought before? Perhaps that necromancer?
He's not walking around and hitting things, though. Just extra dead. Definitely magic, though.
So,
you say he was alive beforehand? Perhaps he just didn't get the final bit of rising, as it were.
Well, necromancers are pure evil. There's no redemption for their souls, but the pleading, the fear in his eyes. I'm not sure if we should even investigate this lighthouse, but if it's a plague on the land, and it's going to affect the trees and the wind riffling through the branches, well, then that's my territory. And I say we continue to investigate further to the west.
Well said. Also, if it is our corpse guy, we should probably clean that up.
Can we burn him? Seems like a proper way of doing things.
If he isn't gonna rot, then yeah, ashes will help the land.
Well then, should we build a quick funeral pyre?
Yeah, sure.
Or at least chop him up so he can't be reanimated at all? We don't want another zombie walking through, do we?
How much do we want to desecrate a corpse in this one?
Yeah, no, I'll have to say something about desecration here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with burning the guy.
Considering
and, releasing
your
spirits
your
in the
new
air,
friend
but-
didn't really want to leave him too much, so I think you guys immediately chopping him up would probably have an effect on Gabriel Cactet. Am I wrong?
It would. The mutilation would not be something he'd be down for.
Yeah, no, I can't stand for that as well because I'm technically religious and desecration.
The religious person with no religion. That's literally
I'm
what.
technically
Yeah,
religious,
absolutely.
so, yeah,
Okay, let's burn him then.
that's cool. I can perform my last rites.
Gabriel, you seem to have got the good idea. Wooden brush and stuff like that. I can see you're gathering, so we should probably all do the same and burn this bastard.
Yep. And we have tinder boxes and stuff, so we can light it, no problem.
Okay, yeah, and you guys take some time around. I'm assuming Gertrude probably isn't. This doesn't really seem like something Gertrude would participate in, so she
Gertrude's
probably
gonna
likes
just
to
sit
sit
by the
around.
cart. If they need her help to tear something apart or do some heavy lifting or something, she'll be there for them. But yeah, she's just gonna sit by the cart, have a wee drink.
All right. Well, you guys make a really nice funeral pyre. And, I mean, with what you can use. Obviously, no one's chopping down any trees or anything like that, so you use a lot of falling branches. The biggest things you can find are probably a couple inches in diameter, or for you guys 5 centimeters in diameter, or whatever. So yeah, a little salty. You guys find that and try to do the best you can. But you guys make a small little mound, and have him on the mound and light it. And surprisingly, I'm gonna say even in Furby's detect magic is still kind of going. At this point, you can see that the fire is burning away that solid death that was around him, and it just dissipates with the smoke of the flame. And then you finally see that what was the old man frozen in time, he's slowly turning to ash. He's slowly burning away, like they're supposed to, like a body is supposed to do.
Good news, fire fixes the double dead thing. Furby thinks if we find anyone else with double dead, fire probably is the answer.
Is this what we're going to call a zombie now? Double dead.
Double dead. It's better than what half of the zombie movies call them. Let's be real.
True, I suppose.
Oh no, it's the Z's coming from
The walkers.
So, where do we disappear off to now that the old man has been thoroughly cooked?
Oh, you said he looked like he was coming from up north, near Neverwinter, right, Took?
He was coming from the west.
Which...
He stumbled out of the wood. Gabriel was heading south. I would assume from Neverwinter. He doesn't go inside it, but he hangs around the area.
Is the west where the lighthouse is?
Perhaps.
Obviously, meta knowledge.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, he pointed towards the west and said,
pointed
"Light,
towards
don't
the
go
west.
towards the lighthouse."
Neat. Furby's gonna
Which is where he
turn
came from.
into a wolf and try and track down the scent of this dude.
Whoa.
Yeah, druid powers, baby.
Oh,
Maybe
dang.
we should have
Okay.
searched his body to see if there was any identifying papers to say where he worked, perhaps.
That would have been smart, but too late.
Yeah, hindsight's a bitch, isn't it?
I think the tattered threads and clothes, it was probably threadbare from all the slashing and mauling. I wouldn't assume he would have had much on him, but hindsight.
Yeah. So Furby's gonna puff up into a large grey wolf and start sniffing around.
Okay. And it's not real hard. Go ahead and do just for grins. Is it nature track or is it?
Nature's for traditional tracking, like looking for footprints and stuff. If I remember right, at least.
Well, go ahead and do an invest. What do you think, investigation?
Can
Or
it be
perception.
perception, please? Because I get advantage if it is.
Okay, do perception.
Thank you.
Um,
Okay.
Oh,
15.
nice roll.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
DM, I have
Wow. Good thing you don't have disadvantage.
DM,
Go
I have
ahead.
a question for. I'm sorry, is it Vine?
Yeah,
Vine?
that's me.
Well, I've never met an Aarakocra in real life before. Normally you're way out in the Sumber Hills, flying around the upper towers and spires over there. It's inspiring to meet one of your kind, truly.
Gabriel,
I
if
dream
may-
about flying amongst the winds. Sorry?
Gabriel, if I may, don't get too excited.
Yeah, there's
Well-
kind of a reason why that they're over there, and I've journeyed so far. I don't talk about my past.
He fell out of the nest at an early age. You got hit on the head a bit. Don't get too excited by the Aarakocra.
Well, it remains that you have the power of flight. Truly a remarkable feature. It's things that I dream of in my deepest, wildest dreams. I wonder then, if we were able to give you a boost up into the top of a tree, could you circle around? Perhaps if you see the lighthouse, it would give us a better bearing.
That's the crutch right there, my friend. I can kind of like jump a little higher than the regular people, but my wings are
Wait,
kind
what?
of bent.
Do you?
What are you talking about?
The
I've had
fly?
you,
No.
You
I've
can
had
fly.
you levitate and hover in many a scenario.
Cartman,
What are you
you
talking
can
about?
fly.
I
You can
lost an
fully
arm.
fly.
Okay, no, I'm
Yeah,
getting
he got it
something
back.
of that episode.
It's a penis.
That's not a
arm.
wing.
Well, but his wings, his arms are different from
Oh,
his
right,
wings,
okay.
Yeah.
so he still has the ability to fly.
Okay.
That's
just
what
a fur
that's what we were
bulldog.
talking about with the hit on the head. He has amnesia. Just completely forgets that he can fly at some points.
Yeah, well, he doesn't even know what religion he follows. He tries to preach to people as like a Jehovah's Witness, but he doesn't even know what he's preaching to. So, yeah, this is a constant. And this also for everybody at home, if you can't tell, Coop Data Jack is a lot more versed on the Forgotten Realms than we are. If you can't tell, so you 100% will know more about the history of the Aarakocra than I ever will. So
I'm willing to
definitely-
laugh.
I'll definitely be messaging
I
you
can
for.
tell you now, I'm willing to
for-
laugh. So if you want to say that you're a chicken with a penis arm, I will chuckle along with you. I think that's amazing. But if you can
How
fly,
funny you say
maybe you could help us.
that.
He actually is a chicken with
Yeah.
a penis on.
That's why
I'm not
they
not
said
even
it.
kidding.
But
Not even kidding. It's like it's his normal hand, but it's tied to Furby, and they actually have a if you guys don't remember, a telepathic link in a weird way.
Oh, yeah.
If someone
Oh.
touches Furby's right arm, Viney can feel it, and if someone touches Viney's right arm, Furby can feel it. So, yeah.
While the confusion is going on, Furby's gonna crouch down and try and get Gertrude's attention. It's like kind of waving over at her behind all the others.
Gertrude sort of grunts.
He's gonna point at Viney and then motion yeeting someone into the air.
Yeah, I'll go
Okay.
with this.
And like
Gertrude
Come
gets
over
the
here, gesture.
Gertrude gets the message. She smiles wryly. She's
just motioning, come over here, like crooked fingers.
Yeah, 1 second, I might notice this.
so you might notice it. So Gertrude's going to have to sneak.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna do a contested roll then. I'm gonna do perception versus
distract
sneak.
Cartman a little bit.
Okay. Tell you
I'll
what.
take the help action.
If you,
that helps.
we're gonna do. What is the help action? Because I was gonna have you do a performance roll and have it determine
Okay,
if
that
he
can
gets
work too.
like severe advantage. Yeah, we'll go and do a performance roll
Okay, come on, baby.
for me, but you gotta RP it out.
Not 20, baby.
Oh my
So
god.
Furby
Okay.
is going to full on start doing a terrible impression of Cartman mocking him. Like put a hand on his head to act like the rooster's crowing and start strutting around,
Oh, you're kidding.
crowing and such.
That's a performance, so I have to have a perception, right?
It is a beautiful display. Gabriel has a tear go down his eye. It's absolutely.
Yeah, no, that's
moving.
not funny. Why are
This
you making
chicken
an impression of me,
display. This
goddammit?
chicken
Why
display.
me?
Furby, are you trying to mate with the chicken?
That's
Yeah,
Bunny's job.
you say that, Donnie, but
not
even this was
Furby.
moving for you. You had to turn your hand away. You had to turn your head away as a tear rolled down your streak. It was a very moving display. Everybody's got tears in their eyes. Even Gertrude's a little shocked at some point, but no, Gertrude doesn't cry. There's no Gertrude will never
A single
tear, but it is very
Gertrude
moving for
tear.
Gertrude. But no, Gertrude, do a sneak for me, and now it's gonna be you're gonna get severe disadvantage. Fine, like I'm talking severe, and then Gap gets insane advantage on this because it's
So stealth.
but perception and stealth.
Rest that.
Another nat 20.
What?
That is another
Cap, you beaut.
nat 20.
Carlton, there's no point in
I was
even
gonna
rolling.
say,
We're starting off strong. This is incredible.
Yeah, this is some good rolls.
Just
to
wait
start
until you
off.
get to
Just
Addison.
Why are we burning our nat 20s on
Yeah,
a
we're gonna
display
get nat
like
ones,
we're
we're gonna get
doing it
some
now?
a prank.
What the?
Okay, that was another nat 20, but that was on his second roll. He has
I
a
was going to say, no,
disadvantage.
that's my
so we
advantage
got
roll.
seven.
Was the nat 20?
No,
I got
you
seven.
get disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
No, that's why I got 7. Had to roll it.
So like a
Holy shit.
like a horror movie, because everybody's focused on Furbolg. Furbolg's doing this display, but from Furbolg's perspective, it's like a horror movie. Gertrude's like a while back, and he's doing his display, and as he turns, like he was looking away from Gertrude for a second, all of a sudden Gertrude's like right behind, fighting, like it was just a blink, like a thing where like a car drives by and the person disappears. Like it's that level. You're a little shocked at the absolute stealth that Gertrude displays. And I assume then what you guys are talking about is you're going to throw Viney in the air.
That is correct.
That's what I thought.
Gertrude.
Oh, well, I can strength roll and see how
Okay.
high I go. 'Cause that will depend on my landing.
You don't know. You don't even know she's
know.
there.
Yeah,
Like
didn't
you
get
have
to
no.
demand
You have.
shit.
There is no contesting. Like you're just gonna like it's gonna be level of when Gertrude picks you up. It's gonna be like you go limp because you're just not even completely. You don't even know what's going on. But Gertrude, you are gonna have to do a strength roll.
Okay.
See how high you throw him. But you got him. There ain't no debating about if you've actually got him. So
Nat 20 again. Is roll 20 broken?
Fourth in a row.
Hold on.
what is guys? For people at home, that is 4 nat 20s in a row.
Okay, no, it's not broken.
No.
'Cause-
Matt, don't burn yours.
I
No,
was just testing
don't do it. Don't do it.
Those are
Acrobatics
all
roll,
proper
though.
nat 20s. It's not busted. Matt just
So-
rolled a 19. It's fine.
It's fine, you see a backflip in the air.
No, you're gonna have to do an athletics roll for that one, but because I can tell you what the strength roll determined is how high you went, and boy did you go. So Gertrude just in one swift motion
Yeah,
grabs
Viney by
Viney
the belt and by the back of the neck and just does a 360 turn and launches him into the air.
And I obviously shout squawk, and I just go very high up in the air.
I'm gonna say just for precision and technicality, you go 35 feet.
Okay, I can survive that with my wings. Because I get up in the air and all of a sudden
Yeah.
I remember, I have wings. And I start flapping them like a struggling chicken, trying my best to stay afloat.
Do you really want to say that? Do you want me to make you do an
No,
athletics roll?
because I've
don't think you
I've
wanna
already
do
got the wings established now. I'm now fully up to date with my.
You forgot they were wings until you were in the air. You
No, hang
just
on a
said
second.
that.
People were telling me once that these wings are going growing out my black angel wings. Okay, I can deal with that. And other people are saying they're attached to my arms. These are 2 different types of wings.
Cartman, you have
No.
hands, feet, and wings on your back. You have 6 limbs.
Wings on my
okay?
back, so not wings that are attached to my arms.
You like an
No, you
And
have
Eric,
wings on
from
your
So
back.
what
I'm
I'm
not Batman.
Anyway.
what? thing. But go ahead. You're flying.
Yeah,
Go
I'm
ahead.
flying in the air, and I'm just like, glide down to the ground,
You didn't look for the lighthouse?
What lighthouse? You didn't tell me about a bloody lighthouse.
You
What?
could did.
Oh,
Anyway, at this point, Donovan's just going to start walking off.
How many times has he fallen out of the nest?
Yeah, okay, hold on. Did I find anything with my 15 way before we started trying to get the bird to sky? Because this has become dire.
I can totally hear. I can kind of tell what Data's thinking right now is, good Lord, I gave them a second chance, and these guys still don't have it together. Oh my God.
If only there was a story pre-written.
If only it wasn't bad.
Your story was shit. Don't bring the story back up. It was awful. Okay.
Right. Anyhow.
But I would say with the 15, yeah, you saw where the footprints go. I mean, now, obviously the old man was stuck in place, so you did a perception roll and you're a wolf and everything. You kind of were able to tell more along the lines of like scent and like very faint, but obviously the old man was the one that didn't disappear. This has been 4 days. The tracks aren't fresh, so it's 4 days old. I mean, they're fresh-ish, but not, like it's not exactly as frozen in time as the old man was. So yeah, with the 15 though, you can tell it's just one direction, west.
Okay, I'm gonna.
There's no curves, no nothing.
Okay.
Just like he
So,
ran
Can I
straight through the
use
woods.
one of my
Fergus, can I-
abilities, please? Because I've got Hunter's
Sure.
Prey. I'm pretty sure it means I can... no, not sure. I thought I could kind of like start tracking this guy down, follow the tracks.
We know
Oh
where
my
he is. He's dead.
God.
Yes, but can't we go, like, follow his tracks, trace
He's
him
following
back?
his track backwards, which is the exact same thing I'm doing.
Yeah, but can't
Go,
I track it
go.
with you as well, as mine? I'm taking a tracker.
If you want to help, sure.
Yeah, I help him.
We already know where it leads, though.
So why do I need to fly then?
Yeah. Because we were seeing if we could see the lighthouse.
Well, why didn't you tell me that?
Okay.
You were
I
told.
did-
Oh, we're not getting back into this. You were told.
Just for grins, I did post a picture of an Aarakocra in the Discord chat.
Okay.
So this is what Aarakocra looked like. This is the D&D 5e official what Aarakocra looked like. Now, he is not an eagle head. He does have a chicken head. But, see, they have 2 arms, 2 feet, and the wings are on the back.
Okay. Anyway.
But, yes, you were told that by Gabriel, can you fly up and check out and see if you can see where a lighthouse
And
was
then
at?
you said
And
you
your
couldn't
response
fly.
was you couldn't fly. And the next response was Furbolg distracting you while Gertrude threw you up in the air.
So, I remembered how to fly when I was in the air.
Oh my.
And then you landed without looking at the lighthouse. But whatever. Anyhow, Furby's
So
going to
I'm
start.
just gonna say,
in the interest
considering-
of going somewhere, Furby's going to start barking and then leading the group to the west, following the tracks.
Absolutely. I'm going to say you guys follow him, and poor Viney is still in the air. Viney, roll a dexterity
No, I
roll.
said I landed gracefully.
Roll a dexterity roll. Hey, you fall
No,
flat on your
come
ass.
on.
Take dude
I
1d4. Yes, you do. You forgot what we told you
I'll
2
give
minutes
I
ago.
don't stick the landing, but no damage. I grazed my wrist.
Fine. They all walk away, and like if it cuts to the line, like you guys walking off in the distance, you see Viney just go
Squawk.
hit the ground. Oh, all right, and you guys just go off towards the west.
Finally.
So as you guys go through the forest, that's what's a little bit different. This is probably a forest that obviously is new. I made it up on the spot because there's not one on the coast. But as you guys go through it, it's kind of normal-ish. I mean, it's normal to Gabriel and to Furby, those that are used to being in the forest and everything. But as you guys go through, it stops. And it's very odd. These trees are normal-sized trees, everything. Nothing, it didn't look like they could hide anything from a distance. But you guys can walk about, it wasn't even that far. Like, it feels like maybe a mile in the woods. Nothing eventful happens, but it just stops, and all of a sudden, the ground turns from trees and branches and everything, normal forest things, and then straight to rock, shoreline. Like, not beach or anything, just full on, just rock. And about probably about 600 yards ahead of you, down this rock beach, is a massive lighthouse, unlike anything you guys have ever seen. It is probably it's a lot bigger than the lighthouse at Neverwinter, but easily another story, if not 2. Big enough that you clearly know that it's bigger than the one at Neverwinter, but not just insanely large. And it's as if it just came out of nowhere. Like, you didn't see it at a distance. You didn't you weren't preparing for it, and like, oh wow, there it is, and then it gets bigger and bigger in the distance. No, it just like feels like it just came out of the ground in front of you. And along the ground, usually, I say about 600 yards, it's a haze, as if there's been a mist. It's not magical in nature. You can't even you don't even have to roll or anything for that. No, detect magic or anything like that. You know, it's just like a fog, very, very dense fog, which is odd because that also looks like it just starts right at the shoreline. Like there's no fog in the woods, and all of a sudden you're on a shoreline and there's fog. So what do you guys think?
A devilish tower coming straight out of the ground. It does not bode well. Donovan, you were going to say something.
Just saying, it just seems like this is a bit of an unusual. We're surrounded by mist in the middle of nowhere. And there's a stench of death in the air, if I'm not mistaken, as well as seaweed.
I smell it too. And we're still miles from the coast. Quite odd. No wonder the old man was scared. This tower is bigger than anything I've ever seen, even in Neverwinter. Proceed with caution, new friends.
And I would like to knock, but not draw, an arrow as I move towards the tower.
How long have we been traveling since we found the old man and had the...
About a mile. Oh, sorry, you should hear. About a mile. It's not long.
Okay.
You missed my little introduction. It's like the tower popped out of nowhere, and like it's like a line, like a wall of fog that just starts the shoreline.
Okay, Furby's still in wolf
but
form
it's not
then.
very far. Okay. Yep. You should still be in wolf form. And no, it does not smell like death or seaweed because someone that wants to be the DM is not the DM. So no, good answer. Yeah, okay.
So much so. Good thing we're by the sea.
I'm kidding. I'm
My nostrils
kidding.
tingle.
I'm kidding.
Gertrude definitely smells salt water.
He's quiet because he really wants to throttle me right now, but it's okay. So as you guys get closer, and I'm gonna say it's you guys go through the fog. It's dense, not too dense that like if you walk 2 feet away from each other, you won't see them. But you probably can't see 10, 15 feet in front of you. So you guys get pretty close, and then a gust of wind comes through as you guys start walking down this. You guys start walking towards the lighthouse. A gust of wind, and it clears a bit of the fog. Not a lot. It's a physical thing that can be moved with the wind. And you guys are at the foot of a bridge made out of the same architecture as the lighthouse itself. I'm not going to make any rolls on this because Gertrude knows this architecture very well.
Are we supposed to see what we can see at the moment, DM?
Oh, are you not?
There's some squid. There's some calamari on the bridge.
Yes, I was leading to
Sorry.
that.
Spoilers.
So you guys are at the foot of a bridge. I'm not gonna make you guys roll. I'm not gonna make you guys roll for a like history or anything like that because Gertrude knows this architecture very well. It is dwarven in nature, but very old enough that even she can't tell what type of dwarf. Would it be a hill dwarf, a mountain dwarf? Yeah, you can definitely. Yeah, she has stone cutting, so she can definitely. But it's just very old. And if it's something that Gertrude wouldn't even be able to tell you what type of dwarf, it's got to be several thousand. So that's interesting. Something that's this old, no one knowing about.
Okay, Gertrude.
So, but
Gertrude
on
looks up. She's clearly very impressed by what she's seeing. She just smiles and continues to walk on with the group.
But as you guys, when it opened up, the wind showed the bridge. On the bridge is a giant octopus, and its back is kind of towards you. You can clearly tell it's an octopus. I mean, you can see the tentacles, you can see the back, but as you appear, it seems it also notices you. Oh, there are also smaller dead squid. Okay, well, there's a bunch of little squid around.
Look in the...
All I have is tokens to go on.
In the outside section, there's giant octopus and octopus.
Oh, so these are the regular octopus, the little one.
Okay.
I laid it all out.
So,
nicely
yeah,
for
there's
you.
an
Oh no,
enormous one.
it's squidlings from the hit game Splatoon.
And they all turn towards you, and as they turn towards you, you can clearly tell they are not alive anymore. Their heads are like misshapen. It looks like one of the smaller one had been a casualty of maybe being fished, because it looks like there's a puncture wound, possibly from a harpoon. The large one is very, it looks like it's been through lots of wounds. Looks like it's been an old octopus before it died, but it is now dead. And they charge at you in a way that octopus on land could charge at you, so like one tentacle at a time.
Very squelchy.
Matt, I'm kind of confused at how you would think this would work.
It's all good.
How they would do this.
They slide very easily because they're so slippery.
They slipper. Oh, they're like a luge.
Yeah.
No, not luge. Gosh, whatever. Go ahead. It's like a puck, hockey puck. They're hockey pucking around, like bouncing around.
I like the idea of some moist.
They're just going bing, bing, bing.
Oh no.
Yeah. So the ground is very wet, and they're sliding around like air hockey. Bing, 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 like ping pong, ping pong, pinball. Why am I not getting this? Okay, not doing good on my arcade games. And we're gonna roll for initiative.
Oh, okay.
So we got the turn
All
order.
right,
I saw
let's
someone
do it.
pulled up the turn order. Are you gonna try and figure that out?
Yeah, trying to think.
DM, quick question. I see the battle map here.
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure which avatar I am. Am I the one that looks like kind of like a
Top one.
You're at the front.
You are leading.
Oh, okay.
It. Yeah,
Gotcha.
you're right there. Yeah, you're leading. You don't have to.
No.
I just had it there because that's how it was placed.
Right.
marching
but-
order is fine with me. I'm cool with that.
I've got
Holy
one,
shit,
I've
Josh
got
is
one
here.
thing I want to say.
Hi.
Why does the new guy have a good token?
Yeah, Josh hasn't said a single thing.
Oh wait, where is the cat? Hold on.
It's there.
He's there. He's there. He's right next to it.
Hold on, I'm trying to fix the turn
I-
tracker.
Is someone's child here?
No, that's Josh.
Oh, okay. One day we will see Addison. Not today though.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll that. Roll a D.
I
Wait. where's
jokes
your
aside,
character
where
sheet?
is the cat?
It's there. It's above my one.
That's that. Oh wait, never mind. I'm dumb. I don't have a brain. I was expecting it to look like Addison's, like a black cat, and I forgot that you were relying on this. My bad.
Okay.
Time to fight the D&D Roll20 turn order system.
Why don't we just go back to the old way of writing it down on a piece of paper?
Oh no.
Bloodite.
That's 21.
Yeah.
First one is.
Well,
yeah.
the other one's
Second one,
3.
ignore the second one. We're gonna say the big one because for some reason it's not giving me the character sheet for the big one. The big one is the first one. So that is 21. So it goes. The turn order is giant octopus. I usually, if I have this bunch of the same ones, data, I usually put them all as the same initiative. So all 3 little octopi are going to have the same,
Okay.
turn. They're all going to have each individual turns, but they have the same initiative. And then the one that's different is going to have its own
Gotcha.
initiative. So the giant octopus is going to be 21. And so basically it'll go first, then Gabriel, then just pulled up the character sheet finally. Cap and Josh. Okay, so Josh is the natural 16, so it's going to be Addison, 3rd, Gertrude, 4th. Then we've got Furby is 5th. Not Furby, Viney is 5th. And
Oh wait.
Matt, is that after your initiative thing? Because you have a plus. for
Yes,
initiative,
mine would
isn't
be
it?
9.
Oh, so
Okay, so yeah, so you're still last. Okay, so then it's Furby and then Donovan.
And then baby
So
squid.
okay, yes, and then Baby Squid as the 7th. Yep.
Baby
Okay.
squid,
Oh, don't you
All
start,
right,
Jay. Don't
so-
you start.
So, as you guys are sitting there, and they all notice you, I'm going to say you guys definitely have time to, react. Definitely, since Gabriel did knock an arrow for walking
Oh, yeah,
across
that
there, so
counts as like a
he
held
is
action.
ready to go. So this is definitely not a surprise or anything. And so, but he does run at you, and I'm going to say, we could change it Gabriel, as I kind of just threw that on there. But since you are in the front, you would be the one that he would attack first.
Yeah,
So,
hey, you're God, DM. Play it as written. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Oh, right. He rushes at you. What does he do? What can he do? Tentacles? Okay. Well, he throws one of his tentacles at you. Just close enough.
That'll hit.
That's a 24.
We hear that.
That is a 20.
No.
Okay. That's 2d6 plus 3. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's roll that dice.
Hang on, 15 potential.
That's 8 damage. Oh my goodness.
All right.
8 damage. Okay. All right, you're still doing good. You had 35 health. Jeez.
Spoilers.
Okay. Pretty high for
Metagaming.
Oh, it's
my
so
God.
strong. I'm impressed. I'm so impressed. It's so strong.
That is incredibly
Oh my
buff,
goodness.
actually. Now look at HP.
Yeah. But, I mean, I guess now Gabriel's pissed because it is now Gabriel's turn. Gabriel, what do you do?
DM, on your ruling, I'm going to swap weapons. Is that a free action? Okay.
Yes.
I get slapped by this tentacle. I feel its suckers like in its teeth. Like arthropods have or it's not arthropods, but
Cephalopods.
cephalopods. Thank you. They have like these weird like beaks that like grab into you. I'd be like, damn you, foul beast! Back to the depths then with you. And I will pull out my spear. I don't have versatile handling, so I won't get a bonus on that. But I will use it two-handed and try to lunge out with a two-handed spear. 10 to hit.
Is armor class of 11.
Oh, okay, just shy.
So I'm gonna say with versatile though.
He don't have.
Well, I don't have versatile on my character stats.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I meant to say. Sorry, I misspoke. I meant to say without having it. I'm gonna say what happens is as you rush towards him, he whips out another tentacle and it wraps around that spear.
Okay.
He doesn't yank it from you, because then you realize what's happening. You realize what could happen, and you yank it back out. But basically, it kind of stopped you in your tracks. He saw what you were about to do, and it kind of stopped you. Because it'd be really hard to make sense about something that dodges this. Otherwise, I could be like, like a hockey puck. He slides around. You can't catch it. You try to stab him down. It's hard. It's like bing, 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 bing. He's impossible to catch. But no, something this large, I would say, swing a tentacle out and stop it. Now it cuts to Addison May.
Josh,
first time.
Quick question, DM.
Go ahead.
If I were to move, I'm not moving out of melee range to incur attack of opportunity. But if I were to move to the left of the squid, could we take advantage of flanking?
Here?
Right here.
Yeah.
Yes. I would say because I would assume you're not going to get an opportunity attack or anything because I doubt you would take your eyes off of it. You're not moving out of it, but also I wouldn't say you take your eyes off of him for clear reasons.
Okay.
You're a hunter, you're a ranger. You know the drill. Taking your eyes off an opponent would be very bad. So he couldn't get you when you're you're just kind of shuffling to the side to get a better point of view. So yeah, you can get it blanked on there, for sure. So then now we'll cut to Addison. Josh, what you doing?
Addison sees all this going on. He moves just to where he came from. And then I'm going to sit here and fire off my magic missile.
Oh man. You moved in close. I saw you move your token. You moved in close for that? Okay. Okay. Well, you do have accident. Okay. You magic missile, 4 force.
How many bolts do you have again,
3.
Josh? 3. So 12.
So 3 times 4 is 12. So yeah. Oh wow. Okay. All right. You hit, because I think it just hits regardless. I think, right? Guaranteed hit.
Guaranteed.
Am I wrong on it? Okay. Guaranteed hit. Okay. You go through there and it just zips right through. There is a gaping hole in his head for where one of them were, but it's obviously these aren't massive magic missiles, so it's about size a little bit bigger than a bullet hole. And then the other 2 kind of zing and catch a lot of blubber off the side near where his tentacles are. But he's still kicking, still rearing to go. Being undead, it does a little damage, but doesn't seem to have phased him otherwise. So that being said, we do move on to Gertrude. Gertrude, what do you do?
Alright. Nearest enemy is getting it. So that looks like it's the big chap. Yeah, Gertrude notices the attack, sees Mr. Cat getting damage, lets out a nice good old Gertrude battle cry and goes to punch the thing in the face.
Oh goodness. Roll your attack.
Attacks with a 21.
Oh my goodness, roll your damage.
Rolls damage. 10. Gertrude Smash with 10 to the face.
I do love that that's the title of your damage is Gertrude Smash. Oh my goodness. So you just implode, like, I think you hit him square in the eye, and that eye just like caves in a little bit.
Squelching.
So now it's just like a gaping hole. Yeah, lots of squelching, and you just have to like pull your arm out of the hole that you just created. Still not doing good, but still kicking, because they are undead.
Wow, I
Still
sure
kicking.
hope Matt has so much fun sound designing this episode, Matt adding
I know,
all these
right?
squelching noises. It's going to be great.
That's not actually the most hard.
All right, now what is the hardest?
Hardest part is probably coming up with
Making sure people hit record.
well, yeah, making sure people don't fall asleep.
Well, speaking of which, audio check, we're an hour in.
We're recording this one.
Yep, all right.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Josh, no. See, you joke, but it's less funny when it's happened.
It is not. No.
Still rolling on mine.
Yeah, we're good.
Great. Yep, we're good on mine. Okay. All right then. Well, I guess speaking of, well, not speaking of, it is now Vine's turn. I thought it was about to be Donovan's, but it is not. What is Vine going to do?
Right now, I'm going to mute my microphone and just cough my guts up. Sorry. I'm back.
Sucking on too much dick.
Fuck you. You're just getting over enough in summer cold, you wanker. But yeah, no, I'm going to be attacking the big ugly squid. Just straight up my longbow.
He's a popular squid. Octopus, whatever he is.
Okay.
Let's make calamari.
So, longbow. Damn it.
Ooh, what the?
Yeah,
What
because
is-
I get
what
a
is
plus 2
that?
fighting from archery. So I get
I-
12. It's a
You don't have advantage, do you?
You don't have advantage, so it'd be a 9.
How did this end up?
Well, whatever. We'll whirl with it. It is a 9, and it doesn't hit. You veer off. Your arrow goes through the hole that the magic missile created. Just accurate. I mean, very impressive. Like, I would assume if there had actually, I'm going to say just like in Little Mermaid, like 3 fish like pop up and they pull out scorecards. Go 9, 8, 7. They love it. It was fantastic, but did not do damage. So on to the next.
Furby.
Are you done with yours?
Oh.
Are you done with yours, Vine? You gonna move, or you gonna do anything?
No,
else?
I'm
Keep
safe where I'm
moving on
standing,
without
so I'm
asking you
alright.
to do anything.
Just bask in my amazing
Yeah.
accuracy.
Okay.
Furby's gonna go right here.
All right then.
It pleases DM.
Absolutely.
Still
You're gonna
in-
flank him just like Gabriel.
Still
Okay.
in wolf form, and with pack tactics, I get advantage on attack rolls if I'm next to an ally, which I am, because Gertrude is a dear, dear friend. So, wagging his tail and happy as can be to be fighting the cleanse again, Furby's going to take 2 attacks, not 2 attacks, 1 attack against Big Boy, but I'm going to have to actually custom roll because it's the wolf's thing.
Oh.
Again.
Oh, jeez.
It's
I
a
should have
nat
done
1.
2, 19 plus 4 to hit, so
Oh, nice.
23.
Oh, you have advantage. I forgot. I was freaking out for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. The nat 1 would have
Very
been bad.
good.
The nat 1 and then the nat 20 right after. Sorry, the 19 right after is very good though. And that would be 2d4 plus 2. So 8 damage. And it needs to make a strength saving throw or it'll be knocked prone.
Yeah. And we say like have him pre-programmed. We might just make it another character sheet specifically for your bear and stuff.
Yeah, for the ones I use myself.
And like
that'd be cool.
yeah, that we
But
can do that. So just
aside from
start
that,
a
8
character sheet.
damage and he needs to make a strength saving throw as the wolf tears into him.
Okay. Okay. What happens if he fails it?
He is knocked prone. Which for an octopus, I guess, is just being splattered on the ground.
I'd say I don't know what would define him being crouched, prone,
Maybe
or
call
standing
it
for an
squelched.
octopus that's on land.
Maybe he's upside
Yeah, he's
down.
very squelched.
Just wailing his tentacles in the air if he fails it.
Like you just don't
Yeah.
care.
Did it roll?
It's a DC
Oh, it's a
11.
19.
He passes.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
So I think what actually happens here is you gnaw at him and you want to make the octopus go prone, but I think Furby stops for a second and realizes has this same conundrum that we had as things. What is prone for an octopus?
yeah. What
There's
can
a
we
full-on philosophical argument internally as Furby is biting into this octopus. Like, what am I intending to do? What is life? So as we go
What
on,
am I doing with
now
my
it's
life?
Donovan's turn. Why am I with these assholes? God!
Why am I eating live calamari? What is this?
Donovan, what are you doing?
I'm going to take a walk around the side. Notice there's a whole bunch of little dudes.
He's just walking away. Just...
Like, forget this.
Now, I'm going to fire a magic missile at 1.
4 damage then.
2.
Oh.
3. There you go. That's a 3, a 3, and a 4.
Your sass is pissing me off. So,
Suddenly a piano falls from sky directly on the skull.
Donovan is now dead. I don't know why. He just cast the... Oh, he had a brain aneurysm. Oh, no. Awful. Oh, go ahead and pull out the spare character. So, it is now at the main octopus's thing. And...
You got a little
Is
guy.
it not the baby
you got
boy?
one little guy.
You got a little guy there.
Yeah.
A son, if you will.
Dude,
Way back on the
Halfway-
bridge.
hold on.
He's pretty far. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Your
even see
sweet
him. I
baby
was
boy.
scrolled up. Oh, it is. So, here's what I'm gonna do. Seeing this, he looks over the railing and sees the same 3 damn fish pop up with scorecards, and it's like a 9, 9, and 9 for what Donovan did with the same bowl. Same what they did with Addison. He's like, I'd rather do that. He just hops over the rail. He bails. He's like, oh, forget this. I don't care if I'm dead or not. Yeah, those 3 exploded. I'm gone. Forget this. He just hops over the railing. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go back to the water. So, you've now got the large octopus to contend with. And this one, surprisingly, even though it looks like it's the leader of the group, is probably not quite as smart as the smaller one. Because he's taking a beating, for sure. But he still decides, you know what? The one that took out my eye, weird red-headed dwarf thing, is gonna die. So he is gonna swing his tentacle at Gertrude. It's a 15.
Wow, Gertrude, with her defensive 17, just grabs that tentacle, just holds it in place. With her free hand, one hand inside this thing's eye, the other hand just grabs the tentacle that comes at her, and like it's nothing.
I rolled a Constitution saving throw just in case for the octopus, because it is undead, and so I would say there's no telling how long this has been dead. It failed. I was gonna make it do a 15. Roll a 12. You grab it and it just comes off.
Okay.
Just comes right off. You've got now a wriggling, detached
It's still
tentacle.
alive in
Oh,
Gertrude's
no.
turn. Can I beat it with its own tentacle?
Oh yes.
We will see when we get to Gertrude's
Everyone
turn.
suddenly stops damaging it.
Yeah, everybody's rolling down like, oh, yes. Okay, so yeah, now it doesn't do anything. And now it cuts to Gabriel. Gabriel, what are you doing?
I am within melee range. The spear has been relinquished, right? I didn't have to make a contest roll to wrestle it away from the octopus.
Oh, no. It looked like he just grabbed it and you were, you kind of quick enough. I didn't make you roll on it or anything. You're quick enough to get it back. He didn't take it from you.
All right. Well, noticing that the other smaller cephalopods, thank you, Jay, you're so smart, have jumped over the side of the
Thank
bridge,
you.
I'm going to, again, attack with my spear, hopefully with a hit this time, with an AC of 11, so let's give it a shot. Oh, man. Well, what are you going to do? Oh, well, wait. He is entirely flanked. I should have advantage on this melee roll if you deem so, DM.
Absolutely
Okay.
go for it. He did attack Gertrude, so I would say he is facing that way. So roll
Rolling
your
damage, 5 piercing.
5 damage, absolutely. Yep. You put another hole. It's a matching hole to the other bullet hole. Like, there's just a lot of holes. I mentioned hole. How many times did I say hole? Maybe a few times. Maybe hole. So there's another hole.
Stop
And-
talking about your hole.
I like to talk about holes. All right, onward. Did we mention a hole? Did we mention a hole? There's another hole.
Holy moly.
Anyway, on to the next
Big
one.
enough hole.
Oh, there it goes. Now it's oh great. Once Cartman joins in, now it's off. Okay. All right, Addison May, go ahead. Yeah, they ruined it. God, thanks, Cartman. Addison May,
Ask
what do you do?
everyone to take
Do you create another hole?
Everyone to take a step back. I'm going to use Firebolt.
We can't move until it's our turn again. No, wait, fire bolt or bolt?
Bolt.
Thank fuck. Okay. Every time I
I would
miss
say
you.
Thunder Wave would be a really hard time.
Yeah.
Do not do Thunder Wave.
Oh,
21.
DM to Josh. Do not do Thunder Wave. Oh God. Do the damage.
it's a 21 to hit. It is.
8. Oh, jeez. So, you know what? I've already kind of said that fire is a deterrent. So, I'm gonna say it takes damage and a half. So he does do 12. Because I do already have kind of canonized that already. That fire is a big thing to remove the dead. So I want to give damage and a half on that. So he does do 12 damage. This thing is screaming. Like, the second this flame bolt touches this, like, it hasn't really made noises other than the squishing sounds, which I will be listening back to this, and I expect Matt to be putting squishing noises into here. So, other than that, this is like an just ungodly scream. Just insanely screeching, almost to the point where if people were close, I'd make you do a Constitution saving throw to cover your ears, but no, I'm not going to do that. It's just that level. It did not like the fire, but it is still kicking. There's a drive in there, obviously a magical nature drive to just keep on fighting. Whatever it is, it will not stop fighting. Even though the other one already did. That other octopus quit and jumped in the water. This one won't. And now it goes on. Gertrude.
Gertrude's got a new weapon. Right, how do you want to play this, mate? We're going to beat this thing with its own tentacle.
Oh my god. Okay, so... Oh, Lord. Definitely we're going to do Great Club standards, which I think is also the stats for your Tarnished Gauntlets without the plus ones. So, like a Great Club, you grab this tentacle, and you just, in one whop, it's screaming, it's wiggling around, and as it does this, you line up the shot. Gertrude, roll your attack.
Looks like 10 damage.
Cap, why do you... I role-played out. Like, I make you line up the shot. Then you roll a 10, Cap. Come on. Don't do this to me.
He is flanked, technically.
Oh my goodness.
You haven't.
Oh wait, that's 10. That's 10 damage. That's damage.
Wait, no,
Hold
that's
on.
your damage. No. Yeah, you rolled your damage.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
no.
You said
roll
roll
your
your
attack.
attack.
Okay.
Roll your attack. You gotta hit it. I'm trying to get you hit it. We'll take that damage, though. We'll take that damage. How does that sound?
Alright, excellent. So you're saying that it's
Yeah.
the same as my gauntlets?
I would agree. Am I wrong on that,
to
Jay?
attack,
Jay?
it's, if you're proficient in a Great Club, it's your proficiency bonus, your strength bonus, and then the nat 20. Sorry, 20 to roll.
Yeah, it should be just a d20 plus, yeah.
For Gertrude, she
Seeing all that.
probably is proficient in it, so it'd be what, like +5? to
Yeah,
hit?
just roll your attack. Yeah, just roll your attack for your gloves. We'll make it easier. We don't want to waste too much time on it.
Fair enough.
So, you made it.
Meets
Yes.
the beats
Oh,
it.
I was gonna make you.
made it.
If it didn't, I was gonna make you roll advantage. Yeah, I was gonna make you roll advantage if you didn't. But you line up the shot, and it's like everything freezes, and what the one eye that is left that is glazed over and looking at nothing, like it's looking off in the corner, but you feel as if it's looking right at you, and you just wallop one strong swing with its own tentacle, and you just make the head implode. I expect to hear blood gushing sounds.
Yeah, some moist squelching.
Yeah, it's got to be very good. Yeah, possibly get the scream in there. I'm really excited about the scream. Hopefully, the scream's good.
Yeah.
And for the backing,
so
a
anyway.
full operatic
It's-
score.
Fuck you, Tuka.
But this thing just implodes, and it just kind of shrivels up, and now there's just an undead octopus carcass, where it used to be undead. I was about to say alive, but it wasn't alive. But either way, you guys have done it.
It used to be dead,
job.
but now it's just dead.
It's just dead. Yeah.
And if it's a red octopus, then it's red dead.
Good job. All right. So as you guys go here, though, Anybody have any things they want to say before we kind of move on?
Wait, like
Any
eulogy
other
or
kind of
something? You
knowledge?
want?
Good to go.
Yeah. It's rotting octopus. I wouldn't do that.
Don't
It's
put
like
that anywhere you
undead,
don't
nasty.
So no
I will
kind
get
of
my
knowledge.
bow back out as we approach the tower.
Oh, thank you for your help, friends. Thought that octopus had me for a second.
Yep. Furby's gonna nod his little wolf head and actually go ahead slightly so that our ranged boys can kind of have a bit more space, because I think we've got 2 rangers and Donovan and Addison can both do spells.
Yeah, Gertrude being the tank of the group is going to be in the front.
Yeah, Furby will come with you.
I'll pull up the
Start
rear then.
heading across the bridge.
Okay. And as you guys get a little bit closer, you see leaning up against the wall. It's almost, one is hanging across the railing, like kind of draped on the railing, as if he's seasick. Is a skeleton on your left. On the right is one leaning up against the battlement, like facing the lighthouse itself. And there is one just sprawled out, a bunch of bones everywhere and bits of armor in front of the doorway. If you guys can see on roll 20, they are like, that's where they're at. But they're just there. They're still. It looks like they've been there for quite a long time. But they are just laying there. Like 2 are intact and one's just, a bunch of bits and pieces. What do you guys do?
You haven't read a single thing that I wrote down, have you?
He doesn't
Damn
need
straight
to.
I haven't.
The story is gone, Matt. Anyway, Furby, well, he's basically a dog. These are bones. He's gonna go sniff around to see if he gets himself a little snack.
Wait, so you act like the animal that you are? You don't just
I'm
get the
gonna say
benefits
this:
of it,
you
but
get
you
the
actually act
Furby's
like it?
brain is still there, but he has the senses of whatever animal he has. He's better at smelling when he's a wolf. He's better at climbing when he's a monkey. He's better at seeing when he's an eagle. That kind of thing. So to him, these corpses smell like a bona fide dinner.
I think Gertrude
A
seeing
And
this.
he ate
bona fide
that.
dinner.
Good one.
He ain't that bright.
I think Gertrude seeing this is just going to
Yeah.
assume that she's getting into another fight here, and
They start sniffing up to this boy. See if there's any bones he can pick off. Nice to
Okay.
you.
DM, as Furby goes to sniff and bite the bones, I know we're probably on the cusp of combat, but I am curious. I would call out in common tongue to the. It looks like maybe like a lead skeleton. Do they all look the same? Are they all adorned in the same type of armor, or some look different than the others?
The one that is in the middle is facing the door. They're all wearing armor, and they seem to have weapons. And as I said, they just look like they're there. They're not like active. They don't look like they look like they just died where they were at, and that's where they lay. That's what it looks like. But clearly, the one in front of the door has like shinier armor, has like more prestigious armor, and you would be able to tell that this is the leader. This is the one that's in just a pile of bones.
Okay.
In front of the door.
If there's any room to do so before combat starts, I would call out. Or no, I wouldn't call out. I would look at Donovan in front of me, and I'd say,
Do you suppose they're able to be reanimated? We've seen enough evil so far that, well, perhaps they could be reasoned with. I'm not so sure, but you tell me. Should we call out?
If you mean by call out, put an arrow into them or something, sure. I don't think you can reason with the dead.
Good enough for me. You all seem to have much more magical inclinations than I do. I'm deferring to your expertise. I'm simply in it to protect my woods, but if you say so, then my arrows are at your side.
Gertrude knows nothing about magic. She just punches things.
You don't know that though. Maybe you're the most magical dwarf to ever
True.
exist.
Yeah, maybe she's punching things so good that he thinks they're magical.
Yeah.
putting holes in cephalopods is magic into itself, I would think.
Yes. You handle those tentacles so magically.
So, it cut to our rated R
Hey,
episode
I think
podcast
I've seen that
specifically
film.
for like, yeah.
Just the
Oh,
one.
great. Of course you do. Yeah. He guest starred in it, actually.
That was a fun day.
So,
What?
No, he's the main character.
so, as you guys get close, as Furbo gets close to this, from what everybody was expecting, dun, 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 the pile of bones assembles itself into a slightly taller skeleton. Not very tall. I mean, definitely, they're humanoid in nature, but this one was probably taller in life. Because it looks like it probably stands 3 or 4 inches taller than the other two. Because they also animate. And they kind of one pulls itself off the battlement, the other one stands up, and they start walking closer to Gertrude. Not Gertrude, Furby. Gertrude, Furby, who is right there in front of them. And before Furby can react, the one that just built itself up goes, "Well, hello!"
Well, hello?
What?
Furby can't... Furby's gonna back the hell up. Just back
We don't get a lot of visitors around here.
You talk?
What are you guys doing?
How are you talking?
I mean, the chicken... The chicken asks me if I can talk.
The chicken
Okay.
has a voice box.
Well.
You are Bones.
Yeah. And your point?
Bones don't talk.
Fair enough.
But either way, aside the point, we're not going to talk about how you're... I want to ask, what are y'all doing?
Have I told you about the religion?
No!
I love that no one was surprised. I absolutely love that no one was expecting that response. They just got dead silent.
I can't talk. I'm on mute. I'm only a dog.
Oh, I've been leading up to this for a bit, so I'm really happy to see your reactions of surprise. But, yes, what are y'all doing here?
We're here to explore the lighthouse. Are you going to let us in?
Why would I do that? This is my
Well, there
lighthouse.
was this guy that was like in the woods. He told us to come here and check it out.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
Guy in the
He
woods.
seemed friendly enough. He said, just come down here, check out the lighthouse. It's a cool place. And here we are. It's tours on Sundays, right?
You just stumble across things with some random dude in the woods tells you to go
Looks like
somewhere.
he's lying to him. Yeah, some sort of deception here.
Go to wrong deception then. Okay.
That's up to Took.
That's a pretty bad deception. I'm gonna make you get. I almost want to make you get disadvantage on that because Jesus Christ, some random dude in the woods. Come on.
Deception enough. It's not the best deception, but it's a deception enough. But the question is, does it work?
Oh my gosh.
12.
Oh, was not prepared for that. Okay, well, you're really gonna have to be more specific.
Okay.
What do you mean,
There's
person
this
in the
old
woods?
guy.
I mean, you're the first ones I've seen in a long
Well, you
time.
don't know the guy, you know,
Like
the
4
old
days
guy
or
in the
so.
woods? I'm gonna turn around and go, what's his name? Help me. Just sort of wave my hands to the others.
We don't know this.
But it's so as Viney like step forward and become the speaker of the
Well, no
group.
one
at this
else
point.
is speaking.
Yeah, no one else is saying
You
anything.
just push him forward like you do it,
Yeah,
Viney.
no one
Go.
else is speaking, so it's like, yeah.
I think I've shocked everybody into silence at this point.
I'm
I
just
did not
trying
mean
to just bullshit my way in because I want to check out this lighthouse. So yeah, someone else. This old guy in the woods. His name was what's his name? I pointed to Coop and said, Coop, what's that old guy name? Your
You-
friend.
Yeah, because that's clearly Coop.
Can't go.
That's the one.
So, yeah, let's see.
Gabriel.
So, Gabriel's gonna be
Gabriel
like,
would try to play along at first. He would say,
Xander.
Yeah, that's
believe.
it. Yeah, good old Alexander. He's a good guy. Good guy. So yeah, Alexander here. He said we can come in and check out the lighthouse.
It's almost as if we don't have a reason to be here.
Shut up, Bunny.
We do.
I'm not talking to you.
There's someone here trying to kill everyone, and this guy said he saw them 4 days ago. It's just that Cartman's being viney, which is,
yeah, I mean,
we have a reason to
I
be
mean-
here. I just can't say anything about it. I'm a dog. Actually, I could stop being a dog.
yeah, I guess you could.
But give
You
it a
just
large
transform
shape.
back? So you transform back?
Yeah, sure.
Right,
Oh my God, what-
Gertrude?
Oh, there was a dog!
Wolf,
I thought
actually,
his name was...
close though.
Wow, you've never seen a trading dog before?
Yep. Magic, very, very good magic to change into wolf and bat. We heard there was a disturbance in the
Force.
not the forest, the world, that there were dangerous things here attacking
world.
people. Found an old guy, said he got attacked here. We kind of help people out if their homes have got invaded by attacking creatures, and seems like you might have a problem with that.
I mean, no problems here. I mean,
Was there?
well, you did help us with our infestation. You see those freaking undead octopuses? God, gotta say thanks, man. They wouldn't let me leave for a while. Ripped up that old man real good when he came through here. That was the last time I saw someone. Yeah. So thank you guys. I appreciate. But no, this is my lighthouse. You can leave now.
One more question. This lighthouse looks kind of dwarven. Gertrude, that correct? Furby not familiar with dwarven architecture.
Impressive dwarven lighthouse.
Let's not beat around the bush. Donovan's going to walk forward at this point and be like, we're actually here from the health department, and we are going to perform a random inspection on the lighthouse. I would like to roll deception, if I may.
Go for it.
23.
They don't even have unions.
Oh, well, come on in. Why did you say so? Where's your badges? I'm sure you don't need them. It's a long ride out here. Come on. Hey, you two. Open the door. So they all just run in. And they run up to the door, and they slide the door open, and that one that's in the boss like just steps out of your way a little bit and just like holds his arm out and is like, "Come on in, I'll show you around." What? Don't laugh at me. Don't you?
So, no tours on Sundays?
Assholes.
No. Tourists for health inspectors only, I believe.
Alright, well, Gertrude's just going to shrug and go along with this. What the hell's going on here?
Yeah, we are from the health inspectors for magical buildings, properties, and peoples. For beings, evil, goods, in between, all work.
They are already aware of this, don't
For
we?
goods and peoples? So, wait, now it makes me question, what health department do you guys work for?
The health department.
Big
Or like Neverwinter, or...
we do for Neverwinter, for other places. Bit outside, not too far outside. There's zoning laws, very specific.
So, Sword Coast Scientific? Coast Guard?
We do work for them, yeah.
Oh. That's interesting, because I just made them up.
You mean you don't know Sword Coast specific Coast Guard? You have been in Lighthouse for a while, stuck with Squid. They are a relatively new organization. Furby thinks makes sense you don't know.
So it just so happened to be the name that I made up on the spot.
You live on Sword Coast, that name of whole area, named after
Oh, come on.
place.
I got a
Most
23
health
on
institutes
deception.
are.
Yeah, well, you did, but then you do realize
Then
that
I opened my fat mouth.
Furby kept
I
talking.
was just making
You
a
rolled
Shrek
the
reference,
deception.
okay?
Yeah, Donovan, great. He believes everything Donovan says. Furby, different story. That's a whole nother ball game. So, oh my god. Yeah, Gabriel knocks an arrow. Yeah, Gabriel's.
I would go ahead, cut
Okay.
through all the BS, and say,
Be silent, foul construct. It is you who are bringing a plague upon the Neverwinter woods. You will
We
suffer
don't
the
actually know that they've
consequences.
done anything wrong. We don't know that they've actually done anything wrong.
You guys did run to a place without having clue what was
I
up
don't
there.
care. I'm ready to fire some arrows.
I know. I'm saying this is great. This is
Fair
great.
enough.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Great. Yeah.
You know
Continue.
What? We
Sorry,
can break
Gator.
this
Go
man's
ahead.
house and kill everyone. Let's go for it.
So, as you guys go in, there was the one that led you in. The door is closed behind you as you walk in. You guys have this discussion, and Gabriel says his words. He said, and I've let you continue. Because around you, as you guys go in there, There is, I'm going to say this one right here on the right is the one that brought you in. And then there is 4 others just up against the wall. 2 are actually playing cards at a table, just relaxing. Very confusing. One is just twiddling his thumb, and his thumb's in the corner. Another one is at the top of the stairs, just to go up. I mean, that is actually he's at the bottom of the stairs. 2 stairs that go to the top. And he's also just kind of sitting on a barrel, reading a book, actually. But when this conversation clearly goes south, that the guy caught you and called you out on not being helpful.
Oh, at this point, Gertrude's danger sense, is she able to react to any incoming attacks?
Oh, absolutely. Once the conversation starts going south, your danger sense just gets, starts blaring off like
I figure
spider
that Gertrude's not going to fuck
This
around.
goes off
She's
like an
gonna
alarm.
Start throwing haymakers.
Are we still running on the same initiative, or are we redoing it?
Let's go ahead and redo it. Matt already rolled his, so everybody roll initiative.
4.
Now, it is said that Gertrude, since the danger sense and everything, I will give Gabriel and Gertrude advantage on their attack rolls for sure, because they were
21
ready,
initiative.
ready to go. Yeah.
Gertrude's just like, she's tired of talking.
Okay.
She just walks up and smacks the guy in the face, gauntlet on and everything.
Oh, God. Yeah, let me roll the skeleton initiative. Okay, 15. Okay, so yeah, it goes Gertrude, Viney, Donovan +2, so it's 16, right? Okay, 3. Skeletons are 4. Oh, 13. So yeah, skeletons are 4. Okay. And then it goes Furby, and then Addison May. So it does start with Gertrude. Gertrude's throwing a haymaker. Gertrude, roll your...
I was just going to say, well, Gertrude chooses the biggest one in the room. She grabs him by the bone rib cage and just throws her fist through his face.
The bone cage.
And she hits with a 9. Oh. Tell me that it's a 9. Come on.
It's a 9.
13.
Okay. Yep, that was a bad roll. So she, I guess she punches through the sternum, where there's nothing.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. She just sort of spins on her heels.
He's a little shocked by that. Kind of laughs a little.
Yeah, kind of funny.
And kind of goes on, and then Viney, what are you doing?
After watching Gertrude's interesting punch, I'm gonna aim my bow and arrow at him, and I'm gonna try to get him with my attack. Something for a longbow.
Okay, the one that's standing in front of you guys for people at home. It's the one that actually let them in. He was from the outside. He is aiming. That's a 15. You hit. Actually, I think I said 13. So roll your damage.
5.
5. You hit the left arm of this guy. Just goes flying off. You hit him right at the bolt at the where it connects. Goes, you know what? I'm starting to think you guys aren't from the health inspector's office.
You had the tennis elbow.
And he pulls up. Oh. Well, never mind, man. I like that arm. On to the next one, which is Donovan.
I will go and stab that one over there then, if I may.
Okay, that is the one that Gertrude had attacked the one at the bottom of the stairs, I believe. Go ahead and
rapier.
I did hit it.
Oh yeah, roll your as a 21 to 13 AC. So go ahead and roll your damage.
11 piercing.
Oof. You know what? Just for the sake of time, because we only have 20 minutes, sadly. You just lop the head right off this thing. And what's shocking, I'm going to say, considering with Gabriel, I'm not going to make you roll for this or on insight or anything like that. From what it seems like, Gabriel has interacted with these horrific kind of constructs before, these necromantic constructs.
Have I?
And they don't usually do what this one did. This one just turned to dust. Like, completely. As if it had been... Usually they fall apart to bones as you had found the one in front of the door. But this one just disintegrates. goes complete to dust, and just like the dust glitters away, as if it had never been there at all. And that's, I would say, is a little shocking to Gabriel, and especially to you guys. You guys have had more than your fair share of necromancy. This was different. So, but yep, you take one out, Donovan, and on to the skeletons. Now here's also the funny thing: is the ones that are on card table, they just, it's like a bar fight because they're like, oh, let's do this. They flip the table for no reason. And it's not even facing, like they flip it towards the wall. They're not even flipping it towards the right thing. And the one that was twiddling his thumbs gets up, does a fist pump, goes, all right, haven't done this in a while. And they rush in, like frat boy style. First one they see is Vine, from where they're at, stationed here.
What?
Yeah. Yes. What? They go for Vine. One does. I'm gonna have one go for Vine. One goes for Furby, and then one goes around the leader, goes to Gabriel, and well, actually, I'm gonna have that one go to Addis, and then one goes to Gabriel. So you guys are kind of dueled up here. And the one that's attacking Viney, he's gonna swing his short sword, and that is a nat 20. Is it crit damage? Is double damage, correct?
Yes, it's full damage, and then you add any bonuses on top of that. So it's an automatic full damage, not double damage, but full damage.
Okay, so it is, yeah, it's 1d6 plus 2, so it's 2d6 plus 2.
Yeah.
Oh, that is 10. That is 2. That is
12.
Sad to say, that is 12 damage. You get
that
stabbed
in straight away.
You get stabbed in your good arm. Not the Furby arm, because I've already kind of canned it. If you get stabbed in the Furby arm, it's not. Then all of a sudden, Furby would take damage as well. No, it's you stabbed in your good arm. So your luck, fine. Your luck definitely is not great right now. And the one that attacks Furby swings a short sword.
20.
That's a dirty 20. Okay. That's a dirty 20. So you do not take the critical, but it is, you still get hit, and that's a 1d6, and that is 8 damage.
Okay.
And he kind of swings down and gets you on the shoulder blade. You're able to get back a little bit, but it does dig a little deep. It doesn't dig into you, but it definitely cuts deep, like you're going to need stitches. But you do take 8 damage. You 15. Gabriel, the one that was the leader, the one that led you in here, he heard you say foul, constructs. Gets a little miffed at that. Gets a little miffed. Takes his short sword and swings at you.
Fuck him. Oh, that's a miss.
It's 11. It's a miss. Oh, so out of his anger and lets his anger get ahead of him, he fails. And full on just hits, and he kind of stumbles a little bit, but he screams on his feet, but man, he completely
Pride cometh before the fall. That's what I say.
Oh, goodness. So well spoken. Oh my god. Alright, so the one that's attacking Addison swings with his short sword. And that's a 10. Addison, do you achieve like a 17?
19 AC.
Alright. Oh, jeez, yeah. 19?
Damn.
That's a nice AC.
Oh my gosh. Nothing getting Addison. Wow. Okay, well, yeah, this is just a swing and a miss. And now it does go on back to Gabriel. Actually, Gabriel, what do? You laugh in the face? You use a bonus action to laugh and
bonus action laugh.
Mock the skeleton.
Man, tough decision. Well, they're all meleeed up. I will get disadvantage on my bow, but you know what? Nothing lost, nothing gained. So.
Oh, you get Took said he was giving you advantage on your first attack roll because you already had an arrow.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, good memory. Thank you again, Jay.
So that'll cancel out to be a regular roll.
I'll do a regular roll for my longbow, and then as a bonus action, I will do Hail of Thorns, and DM is the leader directly adjacent to me, right here where I'm pinging.
Okay. Yes, he's directly
I will
across
drop.
from you.
I will do an arrow shot towards the leader with Hail of Thorns as a bonus action, and these on either side will need to make Dex save or incur the wrath of a D6, I believe. I'll put it in chat. Chat really quick.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
Firstly,
what's the DC? Oh, sorry.
firstly to hit.
Their AC's 13.
All right, that's
so
pretty good. That's pretty good. 24.
Damn.
Roll damage.
Yeah.
8 piercing damage. Phew! Shoot a freaking arrow through his eye. And then Hail of Thorns and chat for you, DM, at level 1. I've got 1 spell slot left for this session. And they need to make a dex save of 13. Let me check my spellcasting modifier. 2 seconds. Yes,
See,
wisdom.
Spells DC.
Say again.
Sorry, never mind.
Yes, 13 is the DC, and it is a dex save. Otherwise, they take 1d10.
Okay. One save.
doesn't,
The one next
so-
to Gertrude, which I did.
Oh, come on, man.
Jay did remind me. Gertrude, I don't think we gave you advantage on your attack, so you'll get it the next one. Am I right?
Oh yeah, it wouldn't.
Yeah,
it
but
wouldn't-
she
it wouldn't
hit
have
anyway.
mattered. It was a miss with both rolls.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
One
All
saves,
right.
no
Okay, so
damage.
that was-
The other, freaking 1 damage. But I'll take it. Whatever. DM's discretion. You can put it on either one. The left or the right. Doesn't matter.
Actually, you rolled 6 damage for it way up at the top when you clicked Hail of Thorns. It rolled it for you.
Yeah,
up
you
to
did
DM.
6 piercing. Yeah, well, we'll go with that, actually. Do a little bit better on it. So, yeah, you do 6 damage.
I
wrap.
didn't realize.
Full on wrap.
My bad.
So good.
Full on wrap the one. I'm going to go on your right. So it's the one in front of Furby.
Okay.
Gets wrapped. The one that is in front of Addison, he's able to nimbly dodge out of the way. And now you've wrapped one. And now it does cut to Furby. Furby, what do you do? The one in front of you that tried to swing at you? He is now completely
Got
incapacitated, I think,
him.
wrapped. I do have something to
Let's
while
keep
you do
kicking
that.
ass, everybody.
These guys
Grappled.
Okay, so Furby's gonna bonus action shift into giant hyena form. And
Oh, gosh.
take a bite attack.
Okay, go for it.
That's +5 to hit, so 21. And
Oh, yeah, that
2d6 plus 3 damage. And this guy, I think.
She's hitting this one.
Oh, sure. 2d6 plus 3. So
Oh yeah,
11 damage.
So you get a mouthful of dust.
Cool.
'Cause the second you, just like when you shot the arrow at the leader, it went straight through his head. His skull cracked, and the second his skull cracked, like blistered open, he turned to dust, just like the one by the stairs. And this one here that Furby has bit, just as he gets a mouthful of ash as a hyena, because it also just turns to dust.
Okay, a fun appropriate thing for the bone crushing hyena is that when I kill something, I get to go again. So
Go for it.
I'm thinking this guy probably. Get him off Cartman's back. Same thing again. 20 plus whatever. 19 plus 5, 24 to hit.
Go for it.
And then I think it was 2d6. Yep, 2d6 plus 3. So we'll see what the damage is. 2d6 plus 3, that's 10 damage.
Yeah, just for sake of time, you do 30.
And guess what,
You-
baby?
Yeah,
I'm
and that's-
going
that's
again.
two. Going again. Go for it. Go for it. So, Hyena's on a rampage for everybody here.
Hyena
Furby's
absolutely
going crazy.
having a great time cracking the marrow root of bones as it's meant to do. 8 plus 3, 11 again.
Yeah. This
Hell
one,
yeah.
I'm not gonna have you. He's not real good. You full on bite the leg off of this skeleton. He is a turn dust. The rest of them did. He's on the ground and he kind of lays back a little bit and he looks up and he's like, "So truce?" Or he just kind of looks around all the dust that used to be his boss, his friends, and it's like, see, I only attacked because my boss wanted me to attack. I mean, could we have a truce? Or maybe?
Furby's happy enough with a bone snack. He's just gonna wander over into a corner and just start chewing.
I say Donovan's going to lean over to Gertrude. Smash.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Gertrude's a little bit embarrassed here, so she's just gonna raise her foot and curb stomp this skeleton.
Ah. Does anybody else want to do something? Anybody else? For, just in case, make a in the conversation? Nobody wants to talk to it or anything like that?
Nothing to say.
I don't want to pull another glass staff where you kill him before he can do anything.
Well, we're just too good. What can we say, man?
But okay. Yeah, if you do that, roll. Just go and roll an unarmed strike. No, don't even do that. He's missing a leg. He's on the ground. Yeah, the second you put your foot on the skull, you just feel the cracking underneath. And it turns to dust.
Whoa, the Kraken? Wasn't expecting that twist.
Yeah, a lot of crack. And the Kraken bursts from the floor. Boss fight! It's full on. You guys didn't know you guys were in Final Fantasy. Now,
The real
you guys are just in an empty room. Bunch of dust.
looting time.
What do we do?
What?
So what's it looting?
Looting time.
I mean, you can.
Let's go.
I mean, for the sake of time, it's probably going to be empty. Just saying.
So we cleared out the so, yeah, we should check the floors, make sure we've cleared it out, and then check if there's any loot.
100%. 100%. Go for it. You guys can go up next floor. If you want. You.
We going then, yeah.
Okay.
Damn, so empty.
Okay.
Did we find anything while we're looting the place?
I mean, I don't know, Matt. You really wove a tale here. Did they find anything?
Oh, please. Oh, no.
The saltiest of saltiest places. We're in the ocean, it's still too salty for here.
I'm sorry. I feel bad because Matt worked really hard on this. I'm sorry, Matt. You did a great job.
Too late.
I do like it. I like it, Matt. I like it. So you go up. I'm gonna say that really sadly wasn't. I mean, as it was kind of dusty. It looks like the place has just been abandoned for a long time. The only sign of, I guess you could say, quote unquote, life was the skeletons. Everything's just covered in dust. Bunch of old parchments. Normal, like, I would say this is on the first floor. Normal ledgers and everything like that. Ships coming and going. Very similar to what a lighthouse would have. You know, noting ships that go to and from, ships that they, I would assume. I mean, I don't know if they would have something like a magic radio in a form, where they could talk. It wouldn't be a full on radio, but you mean like an ice message or whatever. I mean, how else would back in this time with magic and everything, they would let people know that they're coming, besides just letters or anything like that. But they have notes like that. But other than that, it's just like a normal lighthouse, like maintenance tools, everything like that. Nothing really, out of the ordinary besides the lighthouse.
Gertrude gets bored and starts heading up the stairs again.
Up the stairs we go.
So you guys come up, and what's pretty funny about this one is there's two skeletons, and it looks like would-be skeletons given a few more months, but they've still got a lot of flesh on them, is 3 zombies. And they're all doing kind of like what was down in the first floor. Like they're bored. Just kind of piddling. One is weird, it's kind of gross, is one of the zombies is playing hacky sack.
Hacky sack.
Very disgusting because you hear a lot of squishing sounds. He's playing with a hacky sack. Where he got a hacky sack, what the hacky sack is in of, I don't know.
Do you not know what hacky sack is?
Yeah, it's that ball that they kick on their shoe.
Do you
right?
not know what a hacky sack is?
Yeah, he just has it, dude. He was a person before he's a zombie. Maybe he just liked hacky sack.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to put the lore of how hacky sacks come into existence. You see, when a bird, a magical phoenix bird, flies over, when it shits, they shit out hacky sacks. I'm so sorry. They just appear out of nowhere. It's not like they're made or anything. It's not like people can make a hacky sack. It's in medieval times. It's just a sack with beads in it. But no.
Magic
yeah, he's playing with the goddamn phoenix shit hacky sack.
Damn right.
Very rare, yes. Never heard of them before.
Anyway, do we find anything, or should we just leave?
No, I mean, that's the 3 zombies and 2 skeletons just bored, laying around, not doing anything. They noticed you come up. What I say it's funny is that it's kind of, they don't even really acknowledge that you had a full-on fight down in the basement, down on the first floor.
Gertrude's going to question one of them. She's going to say, hey, Is there a necromancer here?
Hey, he's
Okay.
upstairs.
And Gertrude starts walking upstairs.
Thanks. Thanks, man.
All right, no
You're
problem.
cool, thanks.
I'm glad that worked.
Because that's the third floor. I didn't expect it to go fast, but I did like the fact that they were just kind of calm. I don't know. I rolled with that, with it being calm. So as you go up there, there is 2 more zombies, and leaning up against the wall, on the bed. I'm looking at there's beds there. Actually, she's actually on the bed. Got her back to a wall, just throwing a little orb up in the air. Is a woman, very humanoid woman. She is, kind of eerie looking, I would say. Her face is gaunt, very pale, as if she hadn't seen the light of day in a very long time. And around the room there's 2 zombies, and from what you can tell, ghosts, but you can't, when you look right at them, they're not really, you can see through them, but they're there because out of the corner of their eye you can see manifestations. You can kind of see them out of your peripherals, and things are moving around as if they're poltergeists, but you can see them. And they're just, it's very calm in here. The second you guys walk up the stairs, she stops throwing her orb up in the air and throwing it up in the air and catching it. She stops and goes, hi?
Gertrude just waves. Hi.
Do you guys make a habit of just walking into people's homes?
I was going to say, yeah, we do. It's kind of a thing. We, the heroes, yeah?
You're heroes. So, I'm sorry, but breaking into people's houses isn't exactly a hero thing. I don't know if you know,
because we help people.
like the definition of a burglar and what the definition of a hero is.
The hero is that we're allowed to go anywhere as long as we're helping.
Can Gertrude interrupt? She feels the desire to cut through the bullshit here.
Go for it.
She says, Lighthouse killed a man outside. What's going on here? This is dwarven. You're not dwarf.
Oh, well, I found this. So I live here now. And I'm a necromancer, if you can't tell. So, yeah, I just wanted a place. I found this place, stumbled across it. It's kind of neat. It's really pretty, beautiful architecture. And it's a place where I wanted to practice my necromancy. And everything was fine. Yeah, that old man came, but I mean, you guys saw that my bridge wasn't exactly like right near the forest line, and he just like walked right up to that octopus. Like, I hate to use the term,
maim? Murder? What would you have us believe, necromancer? Silence your foul tongue. Why do you persist? You know you're not welcome in these lands.
Me as toucan, I actually completely forgot the word. Selective breed? No. Evolution. Yeah. the dumb die. So that's, better on with our, I would say selective breed.
Natural
Too
selection.
much farm stuff. I have a farm. Natural selection. Boom. There we go.
Eugenics.
Boom. I got the selective was in there. Yeah, eugenics. Yeah. No, she needs to die. She's clearly evil.
Yeah. I think we're all gonna look at each other. Look at the necromancer. We fight. Oh, yep. There we go.
Dogpile.
No, we're gonna. Yeah, okay. All right.
Melee time.
So, we're actually at that point too. So you just, so I've seen you're attacking the necromancer.
Mm-hmm.
So as she's talking, roll your damage. Actually, go ahead and roll that.
You rascal! You caught me monologuing.
Mm-hmm.
8.
So this arrow just, before she says the word A-R-R-I, before she even says it, boom, arrow appears in her chest. She goes, well, dang. Okay. And falls dead. Not kidding.
Last words.
Lays over.
Dang, okay.
Yeah, face up. Well, dang. Oh, wow.
Do all the ghosts disappear
Okay.
and the zombies deanimate with the death of their unholy master?
No. What's kind of funny, it really seems like they've been here a while, actually, because everything, like, it's all dusty and everything, but the floor is not dusty, as if, there's constant walking around and everything. It more along the lines, you guys can definitely, I'm not going to make you roll a perception roll. You find a diary. In the diary, she basically just states that she's always had an interest in necromancy. And once she started practicing it, wow, this is, something I can do, something I'm good at. So she started resurrecting a lot of corpses and everything, not killing people, but was finding corpses like that were left behind by like bandit raids and stuff, sneaking them off to her castle. I mean, this little would be like a castle-like lighthouse, and reanimating them. But the reason why there's a lot of stagnation and no desire, is she really didn't know what to do once she created them. She even mentions this in her notes of, I'm good at necromancy, but what am I supposed to do with them once I resurrected them? Am I supposed to have a purpose? Am I supposed to give them a purpose? I mean, I could have to defend my lighthouse, but what else am I gonna do? And the last note it mentions the old man. She goes, I resurrected an octopus, wanted something a little bit different, especially considering, we're near the sea, there's plenty of them, it washed up on the shore. So I resurrected it and it killed a man today. I don't really know what to do about it. At least I think he killed him. I mean, I felt my necromantic death aura on him as he ran off. There's no way a man that old could survive that long. But what am I going to do? Are people going to come after me? What happens next? And that's the last note. And the zombies are just kind of there, one scratching its head and shrugs because they were never given a purpose when they were animated. So they have no really feeling. They have no internal desire to protect her. They don't know her. They just know that they brought her, she brought them life, but didn't really give them any purpose. So they have no thing. So they just kind of shrug. The ghosts are swirling around. It looks like they had been maybe manifestations that have been summoned of different form of ritual, just summoning the spirit instead of bringing a spirit to a corpse. But they also have no purpose. As if, it's just a random haunted house in a way. They don't really know what to do, what their purpose is, or how to proceed. So, but I'm going to say, if you guys want to give you guys a chance, next to that diary is a book of spells. And you can tell, flipping through it, I don't care which one. I would assume Gabriel. Gabriel is way more attuned with investigating this, I would assume. So with Gabriel's flipping through this, Gabriel and you reach a page that is bookmarked. And on it, for what you can make out, it's very self-explanatory. It's a set of words to be said that, if said, will end the constructs. So it's like a counter curse. In case things turned awry, you see written in the notes on the side, if things go awry, speak this. And it's Echoes of Eshaton. I'm kidding.
It's just Eshaton, and it echoes when he says it.
Eshaton. No, Gabriel would look over the notebook, and look at the fast friends that he just made, and he would ask, not for a vote, but he would ask if anybody wants to read the words with him.
Well, it seems as if this is going to bring an end to all of the struggles here. The souls lost, meandering in the ether. They need to be put to rest, just like the old man in the forest. They can't survive by themselves. They'll be tormented. They'll be stricken with grief, and they may even turn out worse than before. Please, somebody help me release them from this spell. read over my shoulder.
Well, I think Gertrude, either wrongly or rightly, has decided that she's actually developed quite a bond with Catgut over this adventure. that she is actually Catgut's best friend out of the group.
You had me at first punch, Gertrude.
So Gertrude is going to agree.
Then let us speak the words.
Okay.
And be rid of this foul place once and for all. And bring peace back to my woods.
It's a very strange term. It makes no sense. So I'll have you both read. I'm going to type it in the chat. I'm going to say it at the same time. We probably count on 3, but...
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Edit these. Ein, mate.
For everybody at home, I wrote, edit this in, Matt. That's the phrase. Edit this in, Matt. Yeah. Go ahead. Edit this in, Matt. The second you say this, the zombies just fall limp. They're just corpses. And the ghosts don't exactly just like completely disappear, but they disappear. I mean, they were just spirits. And they go off to the rid of all, but they don't just like blip out into existence. And you hear it just, since it's a rock lighthouse, there is a lot of echoing. You can hear the thudding of the zombies and the skeletons from the floor below you that just lets you go on. And so it is now empty. And from what I can tell, besides the bodies and her diary and everything, she doesn't really have a lot of food. She does have what's really odd is underneath her bed, she has a short bow. It's like a recurve in a way. Maybe at one point she used it for hunting. So when you say you find provisions and everything, there's a lot of fresh meat. But this one's very interesting. It's made out of a very dark wood, possibly even a very rich walnut. And it's really nice goat intestine twine, which is actually very good, very strong. And it's very well done. But it looks like it potentially there's runes carved into it. She may have been experimenting with her magic with this, possibly even doing a more magic bow of some kind. And Gabriel, I'm going to say you're the one that picks it up. What do you do with it, Gabriel?
I think I'd just leave it behind. I think seeing what I've seen and sort of sensing the fact that this necromancer was dealing with a power she didn't fully understand, I wouldn't want any more of a part of her life than I had to begin with. So I would leave the bow behind.
This is a very sad enemy. she just makes me feel a little bit bad for her.
Yeah, Gertie. I agree. Oh, sorry, Jay. Go ahead.
Maybe murdered a rebellious teenager.
Probably. It seems like it.
Yeah, well, Donovan did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, she could have lived on a great life. Left behind necromancy forever and become great. But nope, took an arrow to the chest. Died.
That's just how it is.
I was going to say, could we have talked her out of this one?
Well, we didn't know that. And besides, we didn't really have
I don't know. You realize every single line I've been winging since... Oh, well, I say realize. You guys knew. There's no way you guys didn't know I was winging every single freaking line.
So, in question then.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I knew. Yeah, you knew.
You brought it up like 5 times, Tick, and we all know.
I have one more statement I want to make. Because all of us failed that sleight of hand. Can I just walk up to the bow and just take it? It's just...
Hey, I got a 13,
yeah,
sir.
But
nobody
said that counted. I didn't know what that...
I mean...
I don't really know.
I think Gabriel, you guys are doing sleight of hand, but I think Gabriel knows that you guys want the bow as he's walking away, you're all just walking past him towards the bow. Like, excuse me, pardon me, knocking him around as if he's not even there, like, oh, it's mine, you're all fighting over the bow. Yeah. Yeah, he's not. Yeah. Furby's like gnawing on the end of the bow. Like, come on.
Just trying to impress Cat by standing next to them and shaking her head.
Yes, very
flexing.
Never.
Oh yeah, look at this. Oh.
I would not begrudge the spoils of a fallen enemy to my new companions, but bear in mind, perhaps this bow led her to ultimate demise. Wield it safely, and thank you for your help. I feel as if my woods are safe. And farewell.
Yeah, and upon hearing that, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to let the bunny have it and walk away. I don't want no dead shit. But I'm also...
Bigger animal.
No, I'm a religious man.
So
I don't want no necromancy crap.
Okay.
You did 10 seconds ago.
Okay. Well, is Furby gonna let Donovan have it?
Why not?
Oh yeah, Furby can't even use a bow.
No, it does make sense.
Okay,
Has it,
all right.
Well,
Well,
I've got a long bow, not short bow.
And I have short bow. What is
Okay.
it?
And as Gabriel walks off, do you have anything last to say? What as you're parting from? I know you've already said your words to them, but you're on your own and you're leaving the lighthouse, and you look back, and I would assume they're just now coming out or anything like that. But do you have anything left to say to the viewers at home for Gabriel Catgut's exit?
Echoes of Eshaton.
For Gabriel Catgut, I would hope that the mist would somewhat dissipate as the crew all walks from the tower. And I would say that while it may offer rewards and enticing promises at the start, my neutral good character would say evil never wins. But other than that, thanks for letting me play. I had a great time.
Hello, I am Matt, the editor of A Pint of Cthulhu. If you enjoy these episodes and wish to hear more, why not support us over on Ko-fi at A Pint of Cthulhu. Thank you very much, and enjoy the pint.
Hey there, my name is Soren. You can also find me at SorenJ on Twitch, and at Daily Dingus and Pick of Cthulhu on Tumblr, where we'll occasionally post art about the campaign.
Hello, I am Ethan. If you guys want to find me outside of the podcast, I am actually a Twitch streamer by trade. I play a variety of games on Twitch. I'm the Red Toucan, but I also upload all of those to YouTube as well. Red Toucan there, and to TikTok, Red Toucan as well.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I go by Captain Hero Man, and you can find me playing video games on Twitch.
Hi, my name's Josh. You can find all of my links at Linktree/JoshB66. That's linktr.ee/JoshB66. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Sirenscape for providing most of the sounds you hear in this episode. You can also find us on Twitter at A Pint of Cthulhu. That's at A Pint of Cthulhu. You can also give us a review on your podcast app of choice. Thank you very much, and goodbye.